for the dope instrumentation. Because that's really what this album is about. It's the Southern theory of love. Like, my perspective is, like, the forgotten ones. Like, yeah, you say you love people, but, like, how you got people in your family that you done turned your back on? Like, you don't look out for no more. How can somebody in your family, if they actually family and you love them the way that you're supposed to love them, how can they do anything to you that would make you cut them off? Like, there are some things that are understandable that I get, but I don't think those lines have been crossed. So I think, like, in this specific example for the Southern theory of love, just our relationship is a reflection of that shit. It's like, even what you were saying while I was listening back to it, we had a time where we grew up and we got disconnected, but when I finally made it back home, like, even how sabbatical starts, I finally made it back home to the city with independent women, the backbone. Like, when I finally came back home, and because every time I come back home, I'm like, yo, where Ben at? Oh, he locked up. Where Ben at? Oh, he locked up. This time I was like, well, shit, are y'all in contact with him? Can we get in contact with him? And then, obviously, you know the story from there, because that's when we got back in contact, because you had called Shanae one day, and I was there, and I guess you asked to speak to me, and we went to the back room and chopped it up, and it's like,
because I always been asking about you every time, and that's what gets you, because I'm like, well, when people even telling you I was asking about Jordan, hey, man, oh, Jordan can't do, hey, man, where you with Jordan? Oh, Jordan just left. Oh, that happened 3 times I was out.
Nah, ain't nobody tell me. Ain't nobody tell me, but it was also
on family, because I hate to say, yeah, it was the roughest times in my life. That period, like, when you came and checked on me at Magnolia Point, right when I met Sarah and shit, them was the last times I remember you. Was when Sharon got me that plate of food. Other than that, like, I did good from there for probably another year, but after that, I ain't gonna lie. Like, when you went to the Air Force, shit was not here. And like how you say, how can family treat other family? I don't blame family one bit, cuz though.
So, the Southern Theory of Love is the album. But rather than do just like a little 4-track EP like Cole did with Truly Yours, I want to do something a bit different, where it's like a bunch of songs that I think are dope. Not necessarily my greatest shit or no classic shit, but old shit that's been sitting, and if I don't put it out now, I'm never gonna put this shit out. And I know for a fact somebody gonna think these shit's dope. Whether it's a dope chorus, a dope verse, just a dope idea, let me get these shits out. And rather than just do it in that way, let me do it, I'm gonna put out, it's gonna be a total of 9 songs, but I'm gonna do it in 3 different acts. So like a movie has 3 different acts, like the rise, the climax, the fall. It's going to be the first act, the second act, the third act, but I'm going to release them all at the same time. They're just going to be separated in songs by 3. So the first 3 songs, first act, second 3 songs, second act, third act, so on and so forth. And that's what I'm going to play you first. And it's called Can't Take It With Us. What I got away with, I paid for it in the end. Learned another lesson yet again, my friend. I can, I will, I shall, I feel like I defend your name more than I should, but love is real. If I could spit with the best, talk what I know, ain't gonna make me throw it all out the door. Wish that my growth could overcome all of the pain that I spoke. Dying is slow, living is fast. Pray that you see to the vision you have. Strengthen yourself to forgive when you mad. Hope that you manage. I remember what I was saying. So, the gist of it was like, me as a creator, I had to figure all this shit out on my own. Like, obviously, Mason, he told me to invest in myself. But once I invested in the equipment, it's like, all right, figure out how to record, figure out how to like punch in, you gotta figure out, like, people don't do this shit all in one take. Figure out, okay, do ad-libs.
Question, what did they say when you stepped in that booth and you were just slaying that shit without punching in and out?
No, we had a conversation before then. He was like, oh, this is really good. And I seen him record. So he was like, this time it'll last forever. And he was like, this time it'll last forever. No words can express what we had together. And I'm just like, you just rapped over what you just, how did you do that? And he's like, you just piece it together. And I was like, what the fuck? Like,
so
he was like, what were you doing? And I was like, rapping all the way through, and then if I fuck up, start it again and just do it again. And
he's like, this caveman ass.
He's like, bro, just being able to do that is like, that is a talent in itself.
That's what I was gonna say,
like,
bro.
That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it at all. So I was like, for lack of a better term, like, my retard mistakes was actually signs of greatness early on.
It was like, not, that's what I'm saying. Like, you were literally, that is the closest to muscle memory.
Yeah.
You have muscle memory. A lot of people don't, they fall on patterns of rapping, because this is how I did the last song, this is how we record. You, since you doing all of this, and that's how you could tell in your music, it's not punch outs. Like, and it probably is, but you've been so good, trained at fluently going. It's like a boxer, bro. It's
Let's find more fish, yo.
It's mad season.
Mad season, right? I hate when I get a steak that's cooked perfect and it don't taste like nothing, just tastes like a belt.
No, I remember right.
The rice? That's because I put the gravy in it.
I never had seasoned rice before. That should not be good. That shit alright.
I'm gonna make whatchamacallit one day.
Yeah,
The seafood fried rice.
I define what is infinite. My mind transcribes it like the side of the simile. My name Jordan, so would you cry me?
Flowers,
Please, I'm hating.
all that
they
shit,
ain't gonna get that, bro.
all of that. None of that shit.
Your let's say you had to do like a little like pick up like 5-song show. Like what would be like the 5 that you want to perform?
I got a song called "Hymn for Summer" that I absolutely.
Called
5 songs. It's called "Hymn for Summer." But let me see.
Hymn for summer?
Yeah, like the like a church, like HY.
Oh, HYMN.
Like hymn for summer.
Okay.
The number 4, and then summer is the SUMMA. Hymn for summer. I always like to do funky spelling and whatnot. I got that from Outkast. I feel like it makes you remember the song more.
Sure. It's different, you know.
Hymn for summer, I would say Goodwill. Let me see, I'm just going over my track list. Alright, anyway.
Lot of these niggas don't stick to their goals. Lot of these niggas don't live for their bros. Lot of these niggas be painting their nails. Lot of these niggas be bitches and hoes. Lot of these niggas be trying me. Lot of these niggas be fine me. Lot of these niggas need God. If you surrender, you find that it's time in this flesh. You can lean on them more solid than crutches. Working with paper, retire the ditches. Reminded of those, progression is slow. Encouraging those who down in their luck. Big bills, stash them under the register. Show me the mirror so I can see my competitor. Gracefully aging this wine. Look in the eyes of a mastermind taking this time. Been on my grind, bitch. Been on my grind. Now they grind on me.
Oh, that's crazy.
Now listen to the actual master do this shit. Bro, I listen to this shit daily, bro. This nigga's the fucking greatest, bro. I love this nigga, bro. I love everything about this nigga.
Sometimes the weather takes me back to the days of crazy summer, without Blanche telling me to run and play the numbers. I'm trying to make it to the park to satisfy your hunger for the DJ cutting up. Let's dance or funky drummer. Those gorilla size speakers was taller than 5 feet. Hus, the roof by the basketball court. That's where my seat was, where power lines were full of pigeons of fly. Sneakers that died a miserable death, hanging high in the heat. But I wouldn't change a thing if I could. What made me is everything, the bad, the ugly, the good. It's understood the South, Philly was a marvel. I'd never be one to argue. The cracks in the pavement, front steps made of marble, the smell of pine saw. My grandmother kept them clean, y'all. The vestibule's a section of floor behind the screen door. Runners over the shag carpet, I'm not feeling wood paneling on the walls up to the drop ceiling.
Like
All
from the top
his
to the bottom, bro.
everything in his lyrics is all Philly, and it's like
Fire.
this nigga do this. He's my number 1. I study his shit from top to bottom, and I was taught if you can ever memorize somebody who's great word for word, you can do that shit. And I was like, that's the nigga I want to study, because ain't nobody fucking with him on a storytelling level. Everything he does though is on that level. I can play you a million shit that's just like that, and this nigga's like, bro, what the fuck, like.
No, how effortlessly he went from that slow to the fast.
Nigga! I went to Goodwill. Today I met a lady named Vivian. She was kind-hearted, and somehow she noticed my energy. I was smiling. Granny picture on my shirt, I'm stylish. She called her by name, a moment I know God designed. This is real. You cannot duplicate the big reveal. She looked me in my eyes and said, your presence gives me chills. Some heavy words from a complete stranger. Meditation helped me release anger. Been on a journey actually.
I'm taking time to master me. A nigga puts lame shit. If I was you, I would laugh at me. A big dreamer though. It's something special about him that you ain't seen before. A real leader, yo. I mean the type to take his people out to see him grow. Let him learn from his mistakes. At times I'm even wrong. Ain't dream big, dog. They may come true. So when nothing's aim at the top, they aim at you, God. We always gon' be alright. We always gon' be